Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing the Seiko SKX and the Seiko Padi Turtle. A little comparison review on both watches. The SKX is a entry-level diver that was made and produced, I believe, back in 1996. It is a 42.5 millimeter watch. Lug to lug is 46, and the thickness is 13.5, 22 millimeter lug width. Seiko Hardlex crystal. It has painted on lume markers on the dial. It is a navy blue dial, which actually looks black in a lot of lighting, with a Pepsi bezel. This is a very beloved, like I said, iconic watch in the Seiko world of collectors, or Seiko fanboys, Seikoholics, as such as myself. It's a phenomenal watch. It has the 7S26 movement. It's a non-hacking, non-hand winding movement where the watch actually has to be shaken to get the watch started. As you wear the watch, it continuously charges with the rotor. A lot of people think that that is an outdated movement. It's no longer, you know, a relevant watch, or I don't know. A lot of people pretty much say that this is an outdated watch. I did a review not too long ago on the SKX saying that I still believe that the watch is very important and relevant. And absolutely love my SKX. I have a 011 Orange Boy as well, and love that watch as well. This actually is on a strap code. This is not a Seiko bracelet, although I do have a Seiko class on there to keep it. Seiko, it's a strap code 3D Super Oyster bracelet, and I actually love the bracelet on this watch. I swore to myself that I was going to put this on a Jubilee. I actually had the original stock Jubilee bracelet, and I never switched it out. I just kept the SKX on the strap code 3D Super Oyster bracelet because it just feels great, guys, and it looks phenomenal. Like I said, I did put a Seiko clasp on here from another watch that I own. And it's pretty much, you know, the cheap stamp clasp, but it works, and I love the watch. So, anyway, again, the Seiko SKX, entry-level diver with the 7S26 movement. And now let's move on to the Padi Turtle. Both of these watches, guys, were gifts to me from my brother. This was a Christmas gift about 5 years ago, and this was a birthday gift to me from my brother as well. The Padi Turtle, guys, I love this watch. This is everybody knows the Turtle just like everybody knows the SKX. A lot of people think that the Turtle was a replacement to the SKX. I'm not exactly sure about that, but both of them are phenomenal. The Padi Turtle is a 45 millimeter watch, a little bit bigger than the SKX. Lug to lug is 47, and on the thickness I got 13.7. I thought both of them were about the same thickness, but on my calipers I measured 13.7. And this is housing the Seiko 4R36 movement, which is a hacking and hand winding movement. This has a beautiful sunburst blue dial. Some lighting it can look like it's almost like a navy blue or dark blue like the SKX, and then when the light hits it, you get that beautiful sunburst blue. It does have the red accents on the inner chapter ring for the hour markers, and it has the beautiful red minute hand with the word Padi and automatic divers 200 meter. Again, this is a hacking and hand winding movement, and it's a wonderful watch. I actually love it. It has the wave on the back. Let's compare the case backs too, guys, because the SKX has that original wave on there, that big, bold wave that they put on the back, which Seiko used on a lot of their watches back in the day. Now, this is pretty much, like on all my Seiko watches, this is pretty much what the wave looks like. They've definitely made it a little bit smaller with the Seiko information brush case back polished on the outer edges of the screwed in case back there. Both of these watches are I guess what you would call cushion case watches. And from like a side view like that, other than the lug-to-lug being a little bit shorter on the SKX, they look extremely similar. And pretty much are, really. But again, this was the, or I guess what people are calling the successor, excuse me, guys, the successor to the SKX watch. I love both. I've seen videos on YouTube from other reviewers saying, you know, should you have both of these in your collection? They're too much alike to, you know, have both. Should you, if you own an SKX, should you have a Padi Turtle? Or if you have the Padi Turtle, you know, why do you need an SKX? It's outdated, as some would say, non-relevant watch. You know, I disagree. I have both in my collection, and both of them in their own way are phenomenal watches. I love both of them, and they are staying in the collection. I guess the next question would be is which is better? Which ones do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the Padi Turtle? I mean, it's kind of like, in some people's eyes, it's an obvious win. You know, it's a more updated watch with the updated movement. It hacks, it hand winds. They're both ISO rated professional divers at 200 meters. You know, why would you, if you had to choose one or the other, why would you choose the 7S26 SKX that has to be shaken to get the watch to work? You know, but that's the movement. It's a workhorse movement that will last for years. I've had this watch now, I'm going to say anywhere between 5 and 6 years. I've had this one about 4 to 5 years. And they're both outstanding, phenomenal, awesome watches. Again, so 4R36 hacking and hand winding and non-hacking and hand winding. Which would you choose? They both wear phenomenally well. Very comfortable on the wrist with the short lug-to-lug distance on both of them. But in my opinion, guys, man, I absolutely love my Seiko Padi Turtle. And I can see why the Turtle is such a beloved watch. I was kind of late in the game as far as really loving the Turtle watch until one was gifted to me. And then I got it. As soon as I got the watch, I was like, yeah, okay, I get why. It's not, it's, I don't know. It was a watch that I had to experience to feel the love and appreciation for. The SKX to me is a no-brainer. That was my first Seiko diver ever. And this is my second SKX in my collection. I had one before that I had worn for years, like 20 years, guys, as a work watch. And by trade, I'm a journeyman meat cutter, so it took a lot of abuse. I actually sold it to a friend on Facebook, and now he's enjoying and wearing the watch. He cleaned it up, got the movement going. The movement had stopped. He had cleaned it up, and the screw on the rotor just needed to be tightened. If I had known that, I would probably still have it. But anyway, guys, just a review and a comparison on both. Both of them are phenomenal. I just have there's a special place in my heart for the SKX. I just think the SKX to me is it's just the watch that I gravitate to. Although I do, again, I know this, I'm talking in circles here, but the Padi Turtle is phenomenal, man. I absolutely love both of them. I just think that Seiko SKX to me would be the watch that I would choose. So just my thoughts. Quick comparison and review. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you think? If you had to choose one over the other, do you prefer the Seiko SKX or do you prefer the Padi Turtle? Loving both of them. The Seiko SKX is just a little bit more of a watch that, being that this was the first Seiko that I've ever owned, and now owning another one again, and having it in my collection, I just love the Seiko SKX, guys. That would be my pick, even without the hacking and hand winding, even with the so-called outdated movement. I prefer the SKX over the Padi Turtle. But when I say that, it's a very slight win for the SKX. It's not winning by a landslide, and it's not what I would say easy choice, but yeah, I would choose the SKX. So anyway, thanks so much, guys, for checking out the channel. Please like, subscribe, and leave your feedback, leave your comments. I'm sure some of you may own both like me, or you may own one and not the other, or own this one and not the Turtle. I don't know. I'm just curious as to what your guys' feedback is on both of these fantastic Seiko diver watches. Thanks again, guys. I hope everybody's well. Have a blessed day. Thank you for checking out the video. Have a great day.